Breaking news, breaking news. APC world chairman beaten beyond recognition while preaching Tinubu's achievement. APC world chairman beaten beyond recognition while preaching Tinubu's achievement. It is funny. If you look at the picture of this man, you'll see that this is not a funny thing to tell you that hunger no be your mate. So this happened in Kebbi State. An unnamed APC world chairman was brutally beaten by protesters while attempting to convey the achievements of President Bola Tinubu. The chairman, who was advocating for Tinubu amidst rising protests against the president's administration, was left beaten beyond recognition. The attack occurred as the chairman was addressing a crowd of protesters who were expressing their discontent with what they described as President Tinubu's poor governance. Eyewitnesses reported that the situation quickly escalated, resulting in the chairman being mercilessly beaten by the agitated crowd. The incident has sparked a flurry of reactions on social media. Nigerians took to various platforms to express their views on the attack. One user said, at least with this beating, he wouldn't be able to see Tinubu's achievements to preach again. That's funny. Dr. Fabian says, what a pity. I hope others learn from this. We wish him a quick recovery and a very quick rethink. Nigerians diverse. Nigerians are angry. There's hunger in town. This APC chairman or official should have known the best place to convey such propaganda, because at this point in time, although steps may have been taken by the administration, but there's no evidence of any good thing on the life of the masses. The hunger has increased and it is getting to starvation. Even the presidential aides of the president cannot boldly come out to tell people that this is what the president have done. Gone are the days of propaganda where you can use propaganda to talk about policies. Nigerians are more wiser now in trying to dissect what the president has done. All the student loan, you can see how Nigerians are debunking some of the lies of the student loan. The bags of rice that has been shared. You can see how Nigerians are telling the policymakers that this is not going to quench hunger. You are saying you are going to ameliorate or you are going to quench hunger. You send a bag of rice to a community, a constituency, and that constituency shares that bag of rice into 3 cups or 2 derika, and you are telling Nigerians that this is going to remove hunger or ameliorate or stop hunger. It doesn't make sense. So even the presidential aides that are up to 48, the media aides are finding it difficult to defend the president's policies, to convince Nigerians that this is what the president is doing. Somebody says you cannot win an election through bigotry and rule with the same bigotry. No, it does not work. Leaders will show themselves that they are leaders. So, very good for that man, what happened to him. People are protesting, and at the height of that protest, you need to be wise to know that at that boiling point, you don't need to don't rile protesters, don't make them get more angrier with coming to preach Tinubu's achievement. If Tinubu had achieved anything, what was the need of the protest in the first place? Like I said, this is the first democratically elected government that in his first year of office, Nigerians are asking that he leaves the office with protests. This is the first hashtag, end bad governance, even though some people are saying it is politically motivated. When APC and their minions protested at Ojota, Fayemi, former governor of Ekiti State, came out to say that it was a political protest. The protest carried against Jonathan was a political protest. So let's not bring that issue of or excuse of protest is politically. People are hungry, and you know people are hungry. A hungry man is an angry man, and you need to use your brain and say, I need to allow this thing a bit before I go and start preaching whatever. In the midst of the anger and of the hardship and the vexation, you went to preach an achievement that is inconsequential. The people have lost touch with the government. There's nothing to talk about this current government, especially the APC government, which has ruined the country, starting from Buhari. There's nothing you're going to tell people at this point in time that they are going to believe you. Because over the years, the government have been lying and lying. Imagine we have 5 refineries. They are not working. What else do you want to tell Nigerians? What else does the government want to tell Nigerians that Nigerians will believe? In what way? In what manner? If you're watching this broadcast, please, can you list Tinubu's achievement that is having a direct impact on the lives of the people? or if you have the opportunity to speak to those protesters that beat up this man, if you have the opportunity, what would you have said? Is there anything you would tell the people that will make them not be so angry to beat? Look at how they beat this man. Somebody says BBL. They did a BBL on his face. Man, this is so bad. It's difficult to defend the APC. Not only Tinubu, it is difficult to defend the APC. You need to gaslight, you need to lie, propaganda, and all such to be able to defend APC, which the people are much more wiser now. They can detect from afar when you are lying or you are saying the truth. I thank God that the chairman was not killed, because it will have gotten to that extent. Because how would you, a country, inflation over 30% inflation, the currency is not smiling. Before the date of the protests, petrol was 600. A day to the protest, petrol just went up. Things are just going up, and the masses are getting poorer and poorer by the day. They are getting hungrier and hungrier by the day. The purchasing power is reducing by the day. People are leaving their homes. Husbands are no more responsible for their wives and children. Wives have turned into something else. Marital vows are being broken. People are entering the streets, start begging, and somebody comes to tell you to preach about Tinubu's achievement. I said a story one time. There was a guy that he tried an experiment. He took Tinubu's banner to a market in a southwest state. If you said that he took that banner to the southeast, you might say, okay, because these people don't like Tinubu or APC. He took it to a southwest state, a state that Tinubu won an election in the southwest. I will not mention the name of the state. And those people in the market where he was putting that banner were threatening him that banner you put there, just make sure you watch yourself. Even if you leave that banner before evening, you will not see that banner again. I was in a protest in Lagos. Some of the Yorubas were calling Tinubu Ole. When they started that call, as they were protesting, I was shocked. Wow. So these people can say this. So how do you come to a protest ground and start preaching about Tinubu's achievement? Bag of rice, it didn't get to everybody. The governor stole some of these items and diverted it. You know, people have been governors before. You know, you have governors meeting. You are in power. You know all these things. You know that the governors are not accountable. Yet you take steps. You take steps that will make sure the people, your policies are just sending the people back to their graves. Of course, some people committed suicide because of the hardship of the country, and also the way government institutions have frustrated the lives of the Nigerian people. And you expect not to be beaten. You thank God that they did not kill you. Thank God. It is funny, and it's also not funny, because the people that beat up this man, they never took it funny. He thought it's the normal gaslighting. I don't know why people think gaslighting will work, especially with hunger. You cannot gaslight with hunger. It is not possible. How is that even possible? You gaslight people with hunger. Imagine. I told somebody today that the national cake will not get to everybody. You cannot bribe everybody. Why not focus on good governance? Why don't you think about being responsible, accountable, and transparent? If we know that the country is bad and you make us understand that the country is bad, and we see the efforts you are making towards making the country good and it's transparent. For instance, if you say subsidy is gone and we see the effect of subsidy going, all of a sudden subsidy is gone, the politicians are getting richer, 90 billion for Hajj, 21 billion for VP residents. Where did Osibajo stay? Where did Sambo stay? Where did Atiku stay? The refineries are not working. You are spending billions on extra codes. People are hearing that some people are being bribed to stop protesters. Petrol increased without any explanation. People are being guarded. Journalists are being attacked and arrested. Everybody is being made to shut up. And you expect, and as a person, you are an APC person. That is why some of the aides of the president cannot explain the policies of Bola Ahmed Tinubu to Nigerians. It is difficult for them to explain the policies of the president to Nigerians. It is only outsiders, like there's somebody, Okpe Oluwa, on Twitter. He's doing better. Woye is also, even Reno is trying as much as he can. You can see how Onanuga is flip-flopping. They cannot convey the message to Nigerians because they don't know how to explain to Nigerians as they pain Nigerians, as they hurt. There's nothing you can explain if there's no explanation you can give if Nigerians cannot feed. So the government should focus on making sure that they quench hunger, which is impossible. They will just be managing the situation. See, anything that is happening today, Tinubu is in a big quagmire. The challenge he's facing is too much. I just pity for him, but he said, "Don't pity for me. I took the job." Okay, yeah, okay, take the job. But Nigerians, don't you think that we can all come together and think of how this country can move forward without these people? The man that they beat now, when he goes back, I think his head should reset. Because some of these people are just there because of what they get. When they get favors from the government, they now turn against the people. When their brother or their sister or they are working in secretariat or working in ministry are part of a project with the federal government, they are gaining directly from the federal government, you see, they turn against the people. That is the typical Nigerian. So he thought he was going to, you just, thank God you are alive. APC is not sellable. APC is not sellable. On the street, when you go to the street, APC is not sellable. Somebody says, bad marketer, what is decoration? Gaslighting hungry and angry people in the name of politics. Like I said, you cannot gaslight hungry and angry people. See, the propaganda of the APC cannot work at this point in time. Especially when people are speaking up. The propaganda cannot work. That is why 48 aides or special assistants with some of the best brains in quote, on their social media, they are not addressing Nigerians. They're not telling Nigerians what the president is doing. They find it difficult to tell you what the president is doing. If you are watching this video, please tell me 1 or 2 achievements of the president. I need to know. I need to know that is directly affecting the Nigerian people. Like I said, there's nothing you do at this point in time. At least there are some things that is long term. The benefits will be long term. But over the years, government have been doing long term benefits. At the end of the day, it is nowhere to be found. It's all scam. Over the years, the government have been, imagine a president printing 21 trillion naira cash, and we cannot trace where the funds are going. In a regime where snakes swallowed money, monkeys swallowed money, and the APC Southwesterners were supporting a president, defending a president in a regime. So how do you explain to Nigerians? How do you explain to Nigerians? In the face of everybody, you were approving monies here and there, from left to right, and you're thinking you will come and gaslight hungry protesters. I'm afraid that in the north, the organizers of the protest said that the protest will start from the 1st of August to the 10th of August. But let me tell you, hunger protest, if it doesn't stop, if the goods, if food, if what people go to the market to buy, if the prices of these things don't reduce, the hunger protest is going to continue until further notice. In the north, it is somehow controlled here in the southwest, but how do you control that in the north? How do you control that in the north? People are afraid to identify as APC on the streets nowadays. People are afraid to identify, I'm APC, because they might give you a beating of your life that might end your life. It might beat you up to the extent that you might get into coma because of how angry Nigerians are against the APC. The eyes of people are becoming opened day by day. no regret. I think this should be a factory reset. He looks like a Chinese man. This is how everybody that is supporting bad governance is supposed to look. They need to have a factory reset. You don't support bad governance. You don't even support bad governance in the midst of people that are impoverished, that are hungry and angry. You don't support that. So next time, he's going to mind how he works in that community, because I believe if he tries that again, he will never do such. But let the APC try as much as they can to alleviate the sufferings of Nigerians. These guys know the solution to the problem. Me that I'm offering solutions to the problem, I know nothing compared to these guys. They have been in government, they are there live, they know what to do. But you see, what I see is that if they try to fix Nigeria, it is going to be to their own detriment. It's not going to be for their benefit. So let Nigeria not work. Let them benefit. That's what they want. But I'm shocking you that this hunger protest will be the undoing of the politicians.
Bamai dan kutu majurun kutu gudun warbanar kutu gudun warbanar kutu warbanar bamai dan kutu majurun kutu wata bamai dan kutu majurun kutu wata bamai dan kutu majurun bamai dan kutu majurun